Give me one evidence that this is from God, sir. One evidence.
One evidence?
Can you give me one evidence?
No, I'm speaking to him, sir. You were scared earlier. I'm speaking to him.
Can you give me?
Please don't take my book. I'm asking him. Can you give me one
Can you
evidence?
give
Sky.
evidence is not from
Sky is no evidence for this. Please don't take my book.
Give
One
evidence
evidence.
is not from Allah.
One
It's
evidence.
no speech of Allah.
One evidence?
He don't need to give you.
One evidence. Please, you were scared earlier. Please don't disturb us. This gentleman can use his brain. Let's try and see.
You don't believe in Quran, so what's the point if I give you evidence from the Quran?
That's exactly the point. If I don't believe, you should be able to give me evidence to make me believe.
So I give you
One evidence.
I give you something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said.
One evidence. One evidence.
Yeah, Surah Al-Mu'minun, wait. Yeah, here. 12, read it. Read this one, 12.
Verily, we created man from a product of wet earth,
Yeah, and then
then placed him as a drop in a safe lodging.
and then
Then we fashioned the drop into a clot.
okay.
We fashioned the clot into a little lump. Then we fashioned the little lump bones. Then clothed the bones with flesh. Then produce it as another creation.
Can you do the same? Can you create man?
I can't do rubbish. I can't really do rubbish.
Oh, you can't do that.
No,
yeah?
no, listen to me. I can't do rubbish. This is utter rubbish.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Can anyone in this world can create man? Anyone in this world?
God can.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah, this is God then.
well, what? What's your name, sir?
This is God.
What's your name?
My name is Khalid.
Khalid. So just because a book says
Yeah.
that someone created, you will believe in it. Is that what you call evidence?
Yeah, there's evidence.
This is what you call evidence?
Who done this? Okay.
Okay, let me put it this way. You know what? You know, according to you, according to you, anyone with any claim is true then.
Well, not always.
Well, then not always. So explain to me
Okay.
why this is from God. Give me
Okay,
evidence.
can you make Sky? You or anyone in this world?
I am a Christian.
You Christian? Okay?
Listen to me carefully, please. Khalid, yeah?
Who made the sky then?
Khalid, yeah?
Yeah.
I am a Christian. I believe in God. God of the Bible.
Yeah.
God of the Bible, no problem.
When a Muslim is asked, what proof do you have that the Quran is from Allah? One of the most common answers is a reference to Surah Al-Mu'minun, verses 12 to 14. In these verses, the Quran describes the process of human creation, starting from an extract of clay, then turning into a drop of fluid placed in the womb, followed by stages as a clinging clot, a lump of flesh, bones, and finally the bones are clothed with flesh to form a living human being. Many Muslims argue that this description is so scientific that Muhammad couldn't possibly have known it without divine revelation. But if we examine this claim honestly and critically, it quickly falls apart. First of all, the process outlined in the Quran wasn't unique or new at the time of Muhammad. Long before the 7th century, in the 2nd century AD, a Greek physician and philosopher named Galen had already written extensively about embryonic development. Galen described the embryo as developing from semen, then into blood, then flesh, and finally bones, remarkably similar to the sequence found in the Quran. So, if Muhammad or those compiling the Quran had access to classical medical knowledge, which was widely circulated through Persian, Byzantine, or Nestorian Christian sources, it becomes entirely plausible that this description was inherited from human ideas, not from heaven. More than that, the Quran uses terminology that is scientifically inaccurate. The word sulala, meaning extract of clay, is poetic, not genetic or biological. The word nutfa means a drop, often interpreted as semen. But the Quran never mentions the female egg, which is just as essential in reproduction. The word alaqa in Arabic can mean something that clings, but it also means a blood clot, and classical Muslim scholars like Ibn Kathir and al-Jalalain clearly interpreted it as such. Modern medical science, however, shows that a developing embryo is not a clot of blood at all. It is a structured group of dividing cells from the earliest stages. Even the Quranic sequence of bones first, then flesh is inaccurate, as muscles and bones develop simultaneously during embryogenesis. So not only does the Quran fail to present new or groundbreaking information, it actually contains medical errors. And this matters. If the Quran is truly the word of the all-knowing Creator, it should be free from scientific mistakes. But the evidence says otherwise. Is simply mentioning semen, blood, flesh, bones enough to prove divine origin? If so, then ancient midwives, tribal shamans, and Greek philosophers would all qualify as prophets. We cannot accept such a weak argument as proof of divine revelation, especially when the Quran shows traces of outdated human knowledge and scientifically debunked ideas. The conclusion is clear. This passage does not prove that the Quran is from God. Instead, it reveals the limitations of 7th century human understanding. The true God does not make mistakes, not even in the order of embryonic development. And that is the difference between divine revelation and human imitation.
Can you make sky? You or anyone in this world?
I am a Christian.
You Christian, okay?
Listen to me carefully, please. Khalid, yeah?
Who made the sky then?
Khalid, yeah?
Yeah.
I am a Christian. I believe in God, God of the Bible.
Yeah.
God of the Bible, no problem. Signs and one second, please. Signs and wonders, no problem. Red Sea splitting, no problem at all. Dying, being buried, coming back alive, no problem at all. He demonstrated that he is God through supernatural signs and wonders. And therefore, I am a Christian. And I think being a Christian is a reasonable thing to do based on evidence. My confusion is, apologies. My confusion is, I look at the Quran and I find no evidence whatsoever that this is from God, and I'm trying to find out from you. And what is the evidence you would provide? Something demonstrable that this is from God.
Look, for example, the water is come from man to the woman, which God created.
Water is coming from man to the woman. What water?
I mean through sex. Okay.
Water?
Spit
One second, please, Ash, please. Yeah. Water, what water?
what?
I don't know what you're talking
Relationship
about.
when you do sex with the girl.
No, I haven't got a clue.
How
Look.
we can get children? How we can get children?
My God makes that happen. Now I'm talking about Islamic Allah. I'd like to find out if Islamic Allah is Mickey Mouse or not. That's what I'd like to find out. And that is where my question to you is, do you know of any sign or wonder that Islamic Allah performed anytime?
If you already okay, wait.
Did Islamic Allah perform a sign or a wonder at any stage?
If you already put in your mind previously, okay, in advance, not believe we are nothing, so there is no point to.
I believe in a God. I believe in God of the Bible.
We believe in same
God of the explain.
your God.
God of the Bible, I completely understand. He is God. This one demonstrate that this is from God.
You saying the Trinity. Yeah.
Please demonstrate that this is from God.
Well, I told you already. So if you not believe this one,
It's not a Christian came with your cow.
if you not believe,
Is this your best evidence?
well, alhamdulillah.
That the book says some gibberish nonsense and therefore I should believe in the book?
I can find someone else.
Please find someone else. Because clearly this hasn't worked.
That's it. Allah He said, this is from me, this is Islam. You have to accept or not. You know.
Is that sensible thing to do?
Yeah. You have to accept or not.
Yeah.
You are free, yeah.
No, asking for evidence is not a good thing.
Go to University Islamic and they gonna show you real evidence and
No, you are a Muslim, aren't you, sir?
I'm not. I'm Muslim.
Are you a Muslim? Why are you a Muslim?
We are Muslim.
Why are you a Muslim?
My choice to be Muslim.
Explain.
My choice.
What-
My choice.
what-
I believe in Allah. I believe in
Good.
and
On what basis do you believe? Empty. Silence.
No. If you
What
need
basis?
evidence, you need evidence now.
I'm asking
ask
you.
people for
I'm
evidence.
asking you. On what basis are you a Muslim?
I'm Muslim, but I'm not a prof of Islam religion.
But on what basis are you a Muslim?
What basis you are
Because we
Christian
pray
or
for-
Jew?
In history,
No,
in history, Jesus died.
Faith.
Faith, yeah.
And what about yours?
In history, Jesus died, came back alive. This is demonstrably true. In your case, why are you a Muslim?
Because I'm wrong.
Because what?
I'm wrong.
Because you're wrong. Good. That's good.
He's honest.
No, at least now he's laughing. That's good. That's good. But this is very important. What we're talking about is very important. Look, I am a Christian. You are a Muslim. We have multiple choices in relation to believing in God. There are many choices. We need to choose the right choice. Clearly, not everything is right. And this is where we need evidence. Earlier you were angry, now you are laughing. That's good. You are a lovely man. Now you need to stick to this. Look for evidence. Please try and find out if there is any evidence that pertains to the Quran which can help you understand that the Quran is from God. Let me give you an example. I'll give you an example. If you take the Bible, there are plenty of historical claims made. Plenty. When you go through them, you can study and understand if the Bible is a reliable book or not. Do you know of any historical detail found in the Quran?
I don't know.
When we talk about the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, we're not dealing with myth or legend. We're talking about historical fact. These events are widely acknowledged, even by secular and non-Christian historians. The crucifixion of Jesus is one of the most historically well-established events from antiquity. Scholars like Bart Ehrman, an agnostic and professor of New Testament studies, openly state that Jesus' death by crucifixion is a historical fact that cannot be reasonably denied. Other experts from the Jesus Seminar and even Jewish scholars affirm the same, that the crucifixion is so well attested, to reject it would be to reject the basic principles of historical inquiry. This testimony doesn't come from the Gospels alone. Non-Christian sources, such as Tacitus, a Roman historian, recorded that Jesus was crucified under the authority of Pontius Pilate. Josephus, a first-century Jewish historian, also mentions the crucifixion. Even Lucian, a Greek satirist, mocked the early Christians for worshiping a crucified teacher whom they believed had come back to life. These accounts, coming from both supporters and critics, demonstrate that the crucifixion of Jesus was a publicly known and widely recognized event. And these confirmations come from multiple sources, not just one tradition. In Christian belief, the death and resurrection of Jesus are not only historical events, they are the very heart of the gospel. The Apostle Paul, in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, declares that Christ died, was buried, and rose on the third day, all in accordance with the Scriptures. This statement was written within a short time of the actual events and reflects an early creed already held by the first generation of believers. For followers of Christ, the resurrection isn't just a spiritual hope, it's a historical reality backed by eyewitnesses. In stark contrast, the Quran appeared more than 6 centuries after the crucifixion. In Surah An-Nisa 4:157, it claims that Jesus was not crucified, but rather that it only appeared so to the people. Yet this verse stands alone, offering no names of witnesses, no coherent narrative, and no historical evidence. It doesn't explain who was actually crucified, provides no contemporary sources, and offers no verifiable detail. As the only ancient text that denies the crucifixion, the Quran arrives very late and stands isolated in the historical record. Even more striking, some early Muslim commentators like Al-Tabari and Al-Razi attempted to build replacement narratives by referencing the Gospels,